Two tiny kittens were running around the park desperately trying to get someone's attention. They weren't playing like normal kittens do. Something was clearly wrong with the way they kept following people and making sad crying sounds. Most visitors thought they were just being playful, but their behavior was different from regular kitten games. The kittens looked very tired and hungry. Their fur wasn't clean and their eyes showed they were scared and worried about something important. They kept approaching different people, but everyone just smiled and walked away thinking they were being cute. One kitten suddenly jumped onto a man's leg and held on tight, refusing to let go. This wasn't normal kitten behavior at all. The man stopped and looked down at the small creature clinging to him. He could see how thin and weak both kittens appeared. Something told him these little animals needed real help, not just attention. He gently picked up the kitten and offered them both some food he had with him. They ate quickly like they hadn't eaten in a long time. After eating, one of the kittens started running toward the edge of the park. It kept stopping and looking back at the man, clearly wanting him to follow. The kitten's actions seemed urgent and purposeful. The man decided to see where the kitten was trying to lead him. This wasn't random running around. The kitten had a specific destination in mind. Following the small guide, the man soon discovered why the kittens had been so desperate for help. Hidden behind some bushes was another kitten lying very still on the ground. This one was barely breathing and looked much worse than the other two. Everything suddenly made sense. The kittens hadn't been asking for food or attention for themselves. They had been trying to find someone who could help their sick friend. The man quickly called someone he knew who could help with animals. Together, they carefully picked up the unconscious kitten and took it to get medical help right away. The two healthy kittens stayed close by, watching everything that happened. They seemed to understand that help had finally arrived for their friend. While getting help, the man learned the sad story behind these kittens. Their mother had recently had new babies and had stopped taking care of these older ones. This sometimes happens when mother cats focus all their energy on newborn babies. These kittens had been left to take care of themselves, which is very dangerous for such young animals. Hearing this story made the man's decision easy. He couldn't leave these kittens to struggle alone anymore. They had already been abandoned by their mother and nearly lost their friend. He decided to adopt all of them and give them the safe home they needed. No more searching for food or worrying about survival. With proper care and love, all the kittens slowly got better. They learned to trust again and became healthy, happy pets. The man who stopped to help them became their new family. What started as a desperate situation in the park turned into a rescue story with a happy ending. The kittens found someone who understood their call for help when everyone else walked by. This story shows us how important it is to pay attention when animals act strangely. Sometimes what looks like playful behavior is actually a cry for help. Animals can't speak our language, but they find ways to communicate when they're in trouble. The next time you see a pet acting unusually, take a moment to look closer. You might be seeing an animal asking for help. When we choose to help instead of walking away, we can change lives forever. These kittens went from having no hope to having a loving home, because one person took the time to notice something was wrong. Small acts of kindness can make the biggest difference in the world.